In this week Forex Forecast, we're going to talk about the US dollar index, the Euro USD, gold, Bitcoin, and lastly, we're going to talk about the USDZAR, or you can call it the US dollar South African rand. So, welcome to my channel. This is Macro Market FX, where I cover the weekly analysis of the Forex Forecast going to other weeks, whereby we look at the technical analysis, we look at the macroeconomic policy and approach. And last we look at the news weekly ahead, and also we also look at the COT report. But likely, as I'm making this video, the COT report has not been published yet, so that will not be a problem. We are going to consider looking at the macroeconomic approach, which is the main guide of currency movement in the market, and we're going to look at the technical analysis, and we're going to look at the weekly news which lies ahead in the coming week. So today we're going to start by looking at the USD dollar index. And throughout the 2 months before, our scenario was selling this pair, and we will continue selling this pair until to our main target, which was the 94. We have been selling this pair since the 108, and currently now we are at the 98, whereby at our last videos, 98, it was a first take profit target for those traders who cannot hold pairs over the long run, because there are different type of traders. There are traders who can hold pairs monthly, but some traders cannot. So we kept this target of the 98.29. This was our first target, and we said that when price is 98, we are going to look for a retracement around the 99.35, whereby at this 98 here there will be a lot of buying position, because people are going to look left, they'll see this as a double top, double bottom, then they'll expect they'll expect the price to go up, but this is not what will happen. Why do I say this is not what will happen? Hereby we are going to cover the economic approach, the macroeconomic approach. Let's say the economic outview, whereby currently the US dollar is reducing its rates, which means that a lot of cash, a lot of capital will be taken off from the US dollar, will be invested to other currencies with a good interest rates. Let's say it's treasury bonds. So which means that the US dollar will devalue. If you can look at even currently that is economic, the US dollar is not at a good economic rate. You can see its first quarter GDP is a negative 0.2%, while also its tariffs issue. The tariffs issue which they imposed by the president, this tariffs issue have bring a lot of devaluation to the dollar currency. So what does it mean to the dollar, to US economy? So what will it mean to the market? It mean that its currency will lose value. So this is what is happening to the US dollar index. So that's we have seen the US dollar index be coming down since the beginning of this year, and it's continue going down. And our first take profit target, our main take profit target is at the 94, whereby currently now price is at the 98. And last week we said that traders will look left, will look here, then they'll say this is a double bottom, whereby traders will expect something like this. But this is not what will happen, guys. This is not what will happen. The price, as I said, now we are looking for entries around here, whereby price will be around here, entries will be around here, looking for entries around 99. When entries around the 99, we're going to sell again, and off we go to our first take profit target, which is the 94. 94, and here there will be a lot of liquidity, guys. A lot of liquidity, a lot of stop losses will be around here, down around here, due to a lot of traders will be buying without looking at the macroeconomic approach, looking at the view economic view. Guys, whenever you are trading the forex market, you must understand the country economic view. When you understand the country economic view, so you come and differentiate these country economic views, this is also what will happen to its currency. So currently right now, the DXY, the US dollar, we are heading at the 94, and you'll see price has been moving according to our to our scenario. This is not because just a normal price action. It's not about the price action, guys. It's about the macroeconomic approach. So what you're expecting is the price to go back to the 94 here, 94. Here's going to be a first take profit target 94. Or for those who are looking for early profit, you can take it around the 95 here, just above here. But this is going to our main target, the 94. So this is continue. We are continue going being bearish on the USD, on the USD index, on the US dollar, due to that it's economic. What is happening? Its economic is weak. So what will happen to its currency? Also, its currency will devalue. That's what I said there. Let's take a look now at the EURUSD, guys. We all know that the USD and the DXY, they do correlate in the market. For those who are looking for pairs to correlate. So when we are selling DXY likely in the other side, the USD will be buying the USD. So what is our main target on the USD? On the USD, we have been looking for buying positions, and since around since around 1.03, we've been buying this pair, and our first take profit target is going to be 1.20. Why do I say the Euro USD is the buy position? First of all, the difference in currency. Currently, right now, both countries are decreasing its interest rate, but the US has stalled, meaning that they have stopped decreasing the interest rates. What does it mean? That they are somehow hawkish, but they are decreasing, but some of they are hawkish right now. Due to that is economic view, whereby the euro they're decreasing its interest rates, which is really will soften its economy. You can see at there. Take a look at the first GDP of these two countries. First quarter, the euro has a good GDP of positive 0.6, whereby the US is at negative 0.2. What the root have means that the euro economic is stronger than the US economy. Don't forget about the tariffs issue. As I said, the tariffs issue also led to the devaluation of the US economy. So what will it mean to the market? It means that the euro have a strong market movement compared to the USD. So that's why this euro USD is a buy position. And what we were looking right now. Currently, we are looking at the market come to come. Market was trading here last week, and we said that market will drop until to the 1.14. Where currently the market went here, and they shown a position. They shown a retracement to upside. This is the weekly time frame. So whenever you are looking to markets, you must look at the big time frame. These big time frames enable you to know as the market ahead. So currently the market is here. We expect the market to come back around here. It's tracing around this area right now. So what we expect the market to around from the 114 which you said last week, the market will go all along to 120, 1.20. This 1.20 is our main target area. So we've been bullish from 101.03 till 1.20. So this is we are continue buying this pair, and right now the price has obeyed our movement. So we are continue to buy in this pair. This is what traders will do. Traders will look left, as I said, we look at this cycle, we look at this, then off they will say this is a double top. They will expect price to come here, but price will never come here, guys. The USD economic right now is at a difficult position, while the euro economy is recovering, while the USD economy is still stalling. What does it mean? So this will also affect its currencies. Will also affect its currencies in the market. That's why I say that the euro USD is still a buy position. So we'll keep on looking for buying positions. So price will around 114 this week. Will our take profit to be 1.20, while the DXY take profit will be at the 94. This is the scenario I keep on playing. So we are going to look at the gold, guys. I also know gold is one of among the safe haven currencies. And currently, right now, what is happening to the market? The Iran things and everything. So people be running to the gold. But the last week, as you see now in our previous COT reports, for those who don't understand about the COT reports, I'll keep the link of my last week video Forex analysis, and we understand more. Large speculators are continue decreasing their position of gold. Why the large speculators are continue decreasing their position of gold? Mean that they're selling the gold futures. Mean that also in the market there will be a big sell-off coming in the in the gold. I've been saying these things since May, and prices have been stalling here since May. That gold is a big sell-off coming. Gold is right now is overpriced, is overbought, and right now gold is trading at the three deviation level. When I mean this is the big institution levels, whenever prices reach levels like this, it tends to drop, and it's 100% that is going to drop. Not only that, gold is trading at an all-time high, a 15-year all-time high institution level according to the COT reports. What does it mean? There's a big sell-off preparation coming on gold. So that's why the price are been stalling here. A lot of people are buying. I know what people think, other traders. I understand something like this. Let me draw maybe something like this. So price went to break, it breaks. So they're expecting here, and phew, I understand. And you can look at the weekly time frame. So a lot of people will be looking to buy gold. We also know gold is a pair that always goes up over the long run. I understand that. They've said this is the direction where gold will continue going up. But currently right now there's no upside on gold, guys. Gold is a big takeoff, is a big sell-off coming. That's why I continue insisting on selling the gold. And don't forget guys, gold, as you sell gold, the broker pays you. So you edge due to that. When you buy the USD, you are going to pay the broker due to the difference in the interest rate swaps. So when you sell this pair, the broker is going to pay you. So I'm expecting a big sell off of gold, and I'm expecting it to reach at the 2,895. This is going to be among my first take profit targets. So I'm still bearish on the gold, like big bearish on the gold. I'm still bearish on the gold. So let's take a look at the other pair. Let's take a look at the let's take a look at the USD. Let's take a look at the USD USD or some people can call that the USD South African rand, whereby let's take a look at this as I did in the USD. Let's take a look at this macroeconomic policy. Well, the USD right now has an interest rate of 4.50, while the South African rand has interest rate of 7.25. Yeah, 7.25. So what does it mean that the South African rand has a good interest rate than the USD? So what does it mean to the market? That a lot of investors, so South African treasury bond is more attractive than the US bond, because when investors invest on the ZAR, mean that will get a huge return in interest compared to the US. So what will it mean to the market? That a lot of money will be invested in the South African bonds more than the USD bonds. So that will mean that the South African will have a lot of movement in the market compared to the USD. Okay, let's look at this. Let's take a quickly brief of this economic overview. Well, the South African rand, as I said, its interest rate is higher than the USD, so this is a big move. Also, look at this GDP. South African rand GDP is at a positive 0.1, while the USD is at a negative 0.2. What does it mean to the market? Mean that the USD economic is stalling, is in a negative zone, while the South African economic is in a positive. This means that what will happen? So, what will this news have affect the market? Mean that the USD and South African rand, meaning that this will be a big sell position in the market due to that South African rand has a good economic currency right now compared to the US economy. You also know that the US has a large economy worldwide, yes, but currently what is happening to the market, South African rand is a good place for investor to invest. South African rand has a good economy due to the data going ahead. And don't forget about the tariffs, guys. The tariffs have devalued the dollar a lot. So what does it mean? The dollar, first of all, don't forget that the USD is a large importer of goods. So these tariffs had lead the to the rise of prices, which will reduce the consumer spending. What will happen when the consumer spending is reduced? Mean that there will be corporate spending will fail, unemployment, layoffs. So this will hurt the US economy. So currently we are continue looking for a sell-off in this pair. Where last week we said that we are looking for price to get around this area of 18.20, whereby price is stalling around here. Let's take a look at the good view. So what we're expecting that this see prices came to an area whereby we say here, so continue. So interest for what we're expecting when price here, expecting that the price will go down, will continue going down, and take profit target assessment, take profit target on this pair. As I said here, last week I can still remember it was 18.2023. So price around here, and here is going to be a target 17.23. And don't forget, guys, the difference between economic this interest rates between these two countries will favor South African rand. So whenever you sell this pair, not also earn profit, but you also being paid by the broker. So you will be paid selling the South African rand, USDZAR, you'll be paid selling the gold, while the EURUSD and DXY, due to the euro has got a small interest rate compared to the US, the broker will be paying the broker, but you'll you'll compensate by selling by the South African rand and the gold. So this is the view. So let's take a look at the Bitcoin. We'll cover the Bitcoin, and we're going to lastly look at the news ahead. So let's take a look at the Bitcoin. Bitcoin, guys. And last week I've dropped the video about the Bitcoin, a full analysis video about the Bitcoin. I cover the technical analysis, I cover the COT report, I cover the deviation levels and everything. So you have to go and watch that video. I'll keep the video on my bio and also on my end screen after watching this video. So let's look at the Bitcoin. Guys, Bitcoin is a big sell of coming, a big way of sell of coming in Bitcoin. And I don't want you to miss this trend. While I say Bitcoin has reached an all-time 15-year high of the large speculators in the COT report. So that's why I've marked this area. You see, you see here, I said that 15 all-time high institution level. What does it mean? This means that this is a 100% chance Bitcoin is going to go down. Also, it's open interest, guys. It's currently Bitcoin open interest is going down. Mean that the open interest of Bitcoin is going down. What I mean by the open interest, I mean about the liquidity, the money invested by the large speculators in Bitcoin. It means that they're reducing the open interest. What does it mean? They're selling, which means that there's a big sell off coming in the Bitcoin. As I said, since came here, I said sell off, and I said here that the price will come back here on my articles which I've published on Upwork. So what you're expecting currently, you're expecting a big sell-off, guys. You see this rejection for those who are doing price action. You understand? You see all this rejection, but price actions without knowing the big picture of you, price action is nothing. So what does it mean? First of all, Bitcoin has reached a three deviation level weekly, which is standard deviation level, which this is 100% chance a sell-off, and also they're reducing the open interest, cash inflows in the market. They're reducing them, and also the large speculators on the COT reports they are official selling the Bitcoin. What does it mean? That's a big ton sell off coming ahead. So this is what will happen to the market, guys. I'm expecting Bitcoin sell off to my first take profit target. My first take profit target we are expecting of 93 price to come at 90. When it breaks, there will be another sell off target to the 71, whereby our main take profit target of the Bitcoin is at the 49 here, around here. So right now we're expecting a sell off, and you can see momentum is building. So for those who are selling for those who are opportunity of Bitcoin, you have to sell it. This doesn't mean Bitcoin will never go up. This is a momentum what is happening, but Bitcoin over the long years and long run will continue going up. So this is the view of the Bitcoin. So lastly, let's take a look at the news ahead. As a trader, you must know what the weekly news lies ahead, guys. And then the coming week is going to be a great week. I see the weekly ahead, whereby on Monday there's flash PMIs. This is something you must look at, and there's Friday's a UK GDP. Guys also see on Thursday there's a US GDP final Q1, whereby according to the forecast is still going to be a negative 0.2%. So when this happens to be, when the news comes out is a negative 0.2%, this will be a massive devaluation of the DXY. So the US will continue going down, the EURUSD will continue going up. So this is the news I want you to look at it, guys. There's a lot of news, but these are the main news I want to take a look at it. The Canadian CPI consumer price index, good news to look at it. So this is my weekly analysis of this week. Please, guys, I want you to keep on looking at these pairs, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, comment, share your views on how you want me to upgrade my analysis and everything you want to talk about me. Tell me on my comments, and please don't forget to share this video and continue. Let's grow this macroeconomic community where I cover the forex market from economic perspective. Well, what we are doing, we are covering, we want to trade as how the banks do, guys. So that we must continue generating profit and continue growing our capital. And please don't forget to watch my other videos, my Bitcoin videos I posted this Monday. I'll keep the link on my bio, my USDZAR video. Please, guys, if those who want to work with me, I'll keep my Upwork link on my bio. So thank you and have a nice week, and more videos are coming throughout this week. So thank you, and don't forget to share this video. Let's grow this community. Have a blessed trading week.